Hello, peeps. Welcome to another episode of Satisfactory. And in our last episode, we completed another hub upgrade, and we started to get some automation going. Now, one thing in this series, I don't plan on doing any like AFK sessions, so leaving my account logged in overnight to build up any inventory and stuff. So everything that I get is going to be things that I get basically when I'm online playing or on and recording, and I don't plan on doing much off camera work. I have logged in a couple times and did a couple small things, but mainly it was like grabbing a screenshot or something like that for the thumbnail. So I want to do as much as I can on camera and no AFKing. Basically, I want to try to do as much of this on camera as I can. So let's see what we were working on for our current milestone. Yeah, we were doing the utilities so we can get the biofuel. So it won't take long. One thing we need to do is we need to get copper going. So let's see if we can make it. We can make another portable miner. And actually I want to make two of them because I want to get limestone automated too, so we don't have to keep coming to this guy. So we need to make sure we have enough to make two miners, which we need a little bit more concrete. We'll just make a few more bags of this concrete really quick. And I want to do as much automation, and I don't want to do too much handcrafting. I want to try to get the machines to do as much of the work for us as we can. So we should have enough for our two miners. We need one smelter. We might need a few iron rods. We need one smelter and one constructor, so we'll need a couple. We'll at least need like one or two constructors. Two for sure. One to make concrete and one to make at least wires. But let's grab a few of these rods really quick. And we might as well grab what plates we have. And we'll go up and set up the go set up the copper one first, because we need to get these wires being crafted for this milestone. Alright, so which way do we want to face this? Now, ideally, I think we'd kind of want it facing towards all of our other stuff. So maybe when we get unlock our conveyor belts, we can just belt the stuff down to us instead of having to run up here. But we could always just pick up. We could always pick up the stuff. I mean, we have belts, but we don't have a lot of resources yet to make belts to make it all the way down there yet. Oh no. Whew. I guess we're coming back down. Once we get the chainsaw, we'll be able to clean up some of these trees around our hub. And alright, let's see. Alright, so let's see how this thing sits on here. Alright, well, we're just gonna roll with that. But we need to straighten these out just a little bit. And that'll be close enough. We'll pick this back up really quick. Slap another one of the foundations down. Slap down our miner. We are going to need another foundation. And of course we'll have to get our power up here. I don't know if we can reach. We should be able to reach that. And let's slap another pole down there. Bring this guy up here. And we can power him. Alright, so now we need to... I think what I want to do is actually turn this. And let's build out this way. Slap a crafting bench down really quick. Let's get just a little bit of this stuff crafted up. Like I said, I'm doing some of this by hand, and I don't want to do much by hand. Unless we just, for now, just turn this. And we can't. So what if we just turn this? So if we do our smelter right next to this. Come out with our conveyor. Why is that snapping really weird? Huh. Because I don't think I came out straight. That'll be far enough out. Did I put that in the wrong way? I don't know if I put that in the wrong way or not. Kind of seemed like it. It wasn't going into it. This thing, we're gonna run out of power though, as I think we are pretty close to maxing out as it is, because we're not very efficient. But let's try it anyway. Could be alright. It spikes up pretty high there, but it's still below what we have for power available. So now let's go get some more concrete so we can lay down a few more foundations. The nice thing is, like, with those things over there working away for us, is like we're working towards our milestone without us even needing to do anything. Let's grab a few more leaves. I think I might want to make one or two more bio generators. Alright, let's craft up some. This will be one thing that I will do by hand, will be the biomass, just because we're not going to use biomass for real long for fuel. Just because it'll be easy to get into, it's fairly easy to get into coal fairly quickly, so. That'll be one of our first goals. There's a cave here, but I'm not ready to go into there yet. I have explored it on my other world, and I didn't find like any bad guys or anything in there, but I don't want to chance it in case for some reason they just weren't spawned in on that world. So let's craft us a biomass. And I want it to set. Let's just set it kind of next to the hub here. Actually, I wasn't going to set it on foundations, but I'm going to. I'm going to craft up some more concrete to craft a couple of foundations. See if that's enough. Sure. It hangs over a little bit, but not. The footing of it is on the foundation. So then if we go connect you to there, and we add fuel. So now that bumps us up to 60. We have 157 here, only 45 there, and 47 there. So we're gonna need some more very quickly. So as we're running around, we better start collecting some more of these leaves. we could go explore a little bit because there are some spots over there by where the trees are clumped up. You can get some trees that are down on the ground. Alright, so how do we want to place this thing now? We really should have... We need one... At least one constructor. And we can't afford because we don't have the reinforced plates. I should have checked that before I came up here. Want, at least for sure right now, we want 2 of these. So we have enough to make 2. And of course I'm out of concrete again. You can see this is an important one to get going right away. As much as I want to use foundations underneath everything, this is another important one to get going, so. Make sure we're lined up. Up our foundations and then reset them so they're more under this miner. Now I realize that doing this will make like these ones ain't gonna line up with those ones. They're not going to line up with that. It's more of a looks thing. Can't afford. Didn't I make the plates? Oh, I made enough screws to be able to make some plates. I didn't actually make the plates though. Alright. Constructor. Why didn't that snap into the middle? This for concrete and add another foundation and a storage. And now we just need to get power over to those. This is going to shut everything down for a second, but we got to do this kind of smarter, I think. We're going to come off of there, and we're going to come off there. We're going to come over to here. We're going to link that up to that, that up to that. Whoa. That up to that. this over to here. And it's not going to link up on there, but that's fine, that'll work. So that'll get us concrete going. Concrete's a lot simpler. I know we're going to need more biomass here. These got to be getting low. Let's divide this in half. Half in there. Half in there. Alright. Now let's go get our constructor installed, so we can get the wires being crafted. And then we can unlock this current milestone and probably wrap this episode up. Keep this one a little bit shorter. Okay, constructor. Facing that way. Well, we're doing a lot of running back and forth. I guess we'll get to grab some of this machine-made concrete. Actually, you know what? Let's grab this stuff out of here. We're gonna take all of them. We're gonna load this stuff into our hub for this milestone. So now all we need to do is get the wires. While we let this thing make just a little bit more concrete, because we'll need a little bit more up there. So there's 100, 150, 100, 150. So now we just need the wire. Alright, so let's go get this wire going. One thing is we can grab, I don't want to handcraft. I'm trying to keep myself from handcrafting as much as possible. Ingots coming out. Need to hook this up to power. Hope we don't blow our power up. Looks like we're alright still. But we need to get a storage coming off of this. So we have copper wires, we have wire being made, we already turned in our plates, we have concrete being made. We will need to make, let's just slap a cracked bench up here. We'll need to automate some cable. which we can do once we unlock splitters. Because what we can do then is we can split these wires off. Some to go into storage, some to go into another constructor to make wire. But for now, we just need, or to make cable, for now we just need the wire. We will want to automate some screws, and then we'll need to get started working on reinforced iron plates too. But for that we need to be able to unlock some of the logistic stuff of splitters and things like that. So while we're waiting for that to craft up some wire, let's grab a little bit of biofuel here. Or some leaves so we can make some biofuel. So we don't want to run out of power, that would not be good. Things aren't crafting if we don't have power. Alright, this shouldn't take long. We have 200. We just need a few hundred more. Let's see what else we can do for. Go check what else we have for upgrades. So we're almost done with this one, and then we'll want to do this logistics one so we can get the conveyor splitter and the conveyor merger, so then that'll help us be able to automate some of the other items that we need to automate. And we actually probably won't take us much to be able to actually unlock this, depending on how quickly the wire gets made. Because we need a 500 for what we currently have, our current milestone, and we need 500 for this milestone. So we need 1,000 for these two milestones. And we already almost have enough pipe or rods and plates already. We have enough plates already and enough rods, plus our machines are over there making more for us, so let's craft up some more of this biomass. Like I said, I want to make sure we don't run out of power. I'm gonna hold off right now on actually like loading this biomass into there, because in our milestone that we're unlocking we get biofuel, so I'd rather hang on to it and convert it to biofuel unless we're almost out. It is chewing through it pretty quickly, so once we put biofuel in there, that'll last longer too. We'll have to change up our layout here a little bit, because we're obviously not going to want to be, we won't be able to go into that rock, and our inventory's full. Can't go collect up the rods because our inventory's full. Alright, leaves, miners, wood. We might as well throw the fuel in there for right now, and our flower petals. And so hopefully be some of the last copper stuff that I'm going to craft by hand. I just have the ore in my hand from when I picked up the miner, so I might as well do something with it, because we at Fix It don't waste. or whatever her saying was in the beginning. We could almost possibly, we have enough. Here's what I'm gonna do is I'm going to flop down another constructor right here. We're gonna connect it to power, and then we are gonna configure it to make wire, and we'll throw in our copper ingots, and it'll make wire for us. Let's go and see what we're at for up here. Can't wait to get the chainsaw to cut down some of these trees. Uh, 316. So we don't need a whole lot. We're almost got it. That produces pretty quickly. So we'll have to come over and start utilizing these nodes. They're impure, but that's impure or not, they still work. They just won't work as quickly, but that's perfectly fine. Alright, how's this one doing? It's up to 63. We just need 73 and we'll have enough. Throw those copper ingots in there too, and then just let that finish off those, and then we can pick this machine back up. We need 8 more. And last one. Oh, I suppose it must make 3 at a time. Alright, so utility is unlocked.
Milestone reached. You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure.
Guess it's not
Additionally,
really a plane,
the biofuel
but
blueprint
our
will ensure
spaceship.
improved fuel consumption of biomass burners. Additionally, you can now build the space elevator, which is integral to your contribution to project assembly.
And we can build a space elevator. Alright, so obstacle carrying. We can unlock the chainsaw. But we gotta get our iron plates automating. So I think our next milestone we need to do is this logistics. I mean, you don't have to do these in order. You can jump around and do whichever ones you want to based on how you want to play. But I think for us to advance further and be able to continue to have machines crafting the items for our milestones, we need to get these logistics. So we're going to select that milestone. And we can't add anything in there right now because our pod is launched, but it'll be back in a minute and a half. So what we're going to do really quickly is we're going to grab this biomass back out of here, and we are going to craft some whatever biomass we can with what we have in our inventory, and then we're going to craft biofuel. And then we'll take this biofuel and we'll throw this into our generators, which will work a lot better for us. Biofuel burns longer. It doesn't like improve your power output or anything, it just burns longer. So you have to fuel them less often, which is a good thing. I think our pod is returning. Let's watch it come back in. I don't know if I've ever actually watched it come back in.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-It freighter re-entry complete.
Love the animations that this game has. They're pretty cool. Alright, so now we can actually look and we can actually like submit these resources. So we have 266. So if we divide that by 3, we need roughly tripped because we are basically out of one of these ran out of fuel, so it basically tripped because of that. Hopefully that should work. Get this fuel spread out. And this guy's done. Pick that back up. Drop that biofuel back in there. Let's go see what we have in our storages over here. Run up and check that last copper. We might get one last milestone in this episode really quick. I don't know what I'm going to title this episode, or what I will use for a thumbnail for it, but come on. I think my mouse needs to be cleaned. Alright, we have just enough wire. So our last episode was our first automation, so we got the first things automated. I guess this one we did a few more upgrade or milestones.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge and split to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
Alright. There goes our pod. Back to the mothership. And so our next choices are the personal storage, conveyor walls, or we can jump into some of the tier 2 stuff, which is what we probably need to do because we need the assembler to be able to make the reinforced iron plates. Although the obstacle clearing would be nice to do. But we can't do that. We would have to, I mean, it's only 10, so I guess I could handcraft 10 reinforced iron plates, but let's go ahead and do the logical thing with the part assembly. Although that chainsaw makes getting biofuel so much easier. Alright, part assembly it is. We'll stick to the way that I want to play, with machines doing bulk of the crafting. So we need to get that, we need to unlock the assembler to be able to actually have machines making our reinforced iron plates. So alright, we are going to leave this episode here. Again, it's this game, time just flies by so quickly. It didn't seem like this episode was going that long, but it's already been quite a while again. So thanks everybody for watching. Hit the like button if you liked what you saw, and subscribe if you want to see more content. And I will talk to everybody later. See ya.